the shoulders back. And then come on up into your cat stretch. Let's round up through your shoulders and back. And then taking your head and tailbone away and sitting back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull up and through, lifting the chin up. And then let's draw on up into your cat stretch, pulling up through your shoulders and up into your back. Taking the head and tailbone away and sitting all the way back down onto your heels. And again, bring the body to pull up and through, lifting your chin. And then let's curl the toes. Let's push all the way back off into your downward dog. Draw forwards and hold to a high plank. Bending your knees and sitting back down upon your heels. Drawing the body to pull up and through, lifting the chin up. And then as we curl the toes, let's send the hips back and the head down through your arms. Draw forwards and hold to a high plank. Bending your knees and sitting all the way back down upon your heels. And again, bring the body to pull up and through, lifting the chin, curling with your toes, and sending the hips back and the head down. Draw forwards into a high plank, and then bending your knees and sitting all the way back. And again, bring your body to pull up and along the ground, lifting the chin, curling with your toes, and easing all the way back off into a nice long downward dog. Come forwards into a high plank, and then bending with your knees, and sitting back upon your heels. And again, bring the body to pull up and through, curling with your toes, and sending the hips all the way back and away. Draw forwards to a high plank, bending your knees and sitting back to your heels. One more time, bring your body to pull up. And as you curl the toes, pressing off into a downward dog and stay. Let's walk down on the spot. And just easing one heel and then the other heel down towards the floor. And just try and gain a little bit more release into the lower back muscles, into the hamstrings and the calves. And then we'll come on down to your knees and placing your right foot forwards. And if we turn open the right foot today and take both of your hands upon the inside of your leg and then gently bending at the elbows, just taking a little bit of stretch in there for your inner thigh muscles. And now press the body back on up, straightening up with your foot, curling with your toes and pushing out into the calf, turning open to the right and raising your right arm. Give a nice long stretch into the back leg. And then bring your knee back down to the floor. Let's come up through the middle, clasping your fingers together, taking your arms high to the ceiling, palms holding on. Then take a little bit of a bend across towards the right. A bit of stretch coming down into the left-hand side of your body. And then releasing. Let's draw all the way back upon your back knee. And just give a little extension there through the tailbone, drawing back your shoulders. And now if we can stretch a little further now through the toes towards the floor. And then draw the toes all the way back. And again, let's just take a little stretch down through the toes, the ankle. Drawing all the way back. One more time, pressing way through your foot. And then drawing all the way back. And we'll round up through your back. Pull your knees up and underneath you. Bring back your shoulders. circle. With your arm, as you open back, let's start to open up the front body and change it over. Raising your arm high, looking up towards your thumb, just following that arm all the way back and down. Deep breath in, as you open back, just gently relax the shoulder. And then going the other way, deep breath in. As you breathe out, open it all the way back. Couple more. So try and lift the chin. Try and open up a little stretch into the neck as well. One more time. Deep breath in. And breathing out to open all the way back. And now let's bring the left leg forwards. Take both of your hands to the inside of your foot. Turn open your front foot. And let's just again, bend a little at the elbows. And easing down on the inside of your leg. Just take a couple of breaths there. Stretch coming up into the upper part of your leg. Around the inner thigh, the groin area. Back on up, straightening your foot, curling the toes, pushing back into the calf and turning to the left, raising your arm. And then letting your knee go all the way back down on the floor, and we'll come up through the middle, clasping your fingers together, take a little bit of a bend across towards the left, right hand side of your body getting a stretch. And then coming on back, letting your arms down, moving back upon that back knee. Dig the heel in and draw your toes back. Just a little bit of an extension if you can through the lower back, dropping back your shoulders. And then we'll give a little bit of a stretch down through the toes towards the floor, and then draw all the way back. Again, let's stretch down through the foot, and drawing all the way back. One more time, stretching way through the ankle, and then drawing all the way back. Alright, a little bit of a round up through your back here. Okay, come around onto your back. Now I'm working with the circle today. If you have one, those of you picking up on Facebook and YouTube, by all means use it. If you don't have one, don't worry. You'll be able to do a lot of the exercises without. Maybe if you have a band could also do some of the same things on this exercise, on this routine. So first of all, have your feet flat down to the floor, and just about be able to reach your heels with your fingertips. Then working your lower back down into an imprint, and then releasing the back away. Let's take the lower back down towards the floor, imprint the lumbar spine, and then release the back away. Just doing that a few times, recognizing anything that's different in the movement of your back today. As we all say, notice without judgment, okay, just know how your body is. Bring your shoulders now towards your ears, set them back and draw them down. Do that a few times again. Again, when you draw them down, notice if there's any tightness, how these shoulders feel today. And then just if you can, placing your palms up towards the ceiling and coming into a nice long deep breath. In through your nose. And as you breathe out of your mouth, blow the breath out with a little energy. So on the in-breath, the ribcage widens and the belly remains flat. On your out-breath, you're going to draw the navel back to the spine, pull on up and contract into the midline of your body. As you breathe in, the ribcage widens, the belly remains flat. And on your out-breath, drawing up from the pelvic floor, drawing up to the transverse abdominis muscle, and get that lovely strength, rise of energy coming up into the core middle of your body. Okay, now we're going to work up into your out-breath. If you'd like to pop your hands back behind your head and letting your elbows widen. As you breathe in through your nose, nodding the chin. As you breathe out of your mouth, let's raise the upper body. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out to engage the core center, keeping a neutral back. Breathing in to stay, breathing out as you lower. And I'm going to incorporate using the circle. So if you don't have a circle, you could use your ball. Okay, that could also work, or a cushion. So the circles between the knees, breathing in, nodding the chin. As we breathe out to lift, I'm going to squeeze a circle. Breathe in, letting go, and then breathe out, squeeze again as you lower back down to the floor. Breathing in, nodding the chin. As you breathe out to lift, give a little squeeze to the circle. Breathing in, letting go, and then breathing out, give a little squeeze as you lower all the way back down. Now if you're feeling strong, we could do this also with the feet off the ground. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out and squeezing the circle as you lift. Breathing in, and then breathing out to squeeze the circle as you lower, letting go at the bottom. Breathing in to nod the chin. Breathing out to squeeze the circle as you lift. Breathing in, letting go. And then breathing out to squeeze as you lower all the way back down. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, give a little squeeze to the circle as you lift. Breathing in, and then breathing out, give a little squeeze as you lower all the way back down. One more time. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, squeeze the circle as you lift. Breathing in, and then breathing out to squeeze as you lower all the way back down. And then if we can take the circle away, holding it above your chest this time. So I'm going to lengthen both of the legs out and away, take them all the way out and along the floor. As you raise one leg up towards the ceiling, breathe in. And as you lower your leg down, if you're using the circle, press your palms upon the handles. Breathing in, raising the other leg up towards the ceiling. And then breathing out, a little bit of pressure on the circle as you lower. Breathing in, leg raises. Breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower. Breathing in, leg raises. And then breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower the leg back down. Again, breathing in, leg raises. Breathing out, navel back to the spine as you lower the leg. And again, take your time, breathing in. If you need to bend your knee on this position, that's okay. See where your hamstrings are with you today. Breathing in, leg raises. Breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower. Breathing in, leg raises. Breathing out and engaging the core center as you lower. Two more here. Breathing in. Breathing out, lowering the leg back down. One more time. Breathing in and breathing out to lower. Okay, place your circle down. Bring yourself back on up and come around onto your hands and your knees. Now I'm going to work into the glutes next. So I'm going to be on the hands and knees. We can from here just use the leg and lift it up and down. Alright, no problem with that. We can use the circle, whereas we're putting our hand on the handle edge of the circle, and we've got the hands in alignment. Now the leg that you're using is the one where the hand is on the floor. Alright, don't make it too hard for yourself. As you lift the leg, breathing out, press onto the circle if you're using it, breathe in to lower. Breathing out to press, breathe in to lower. So if you don't have a circle, you could use your hand weight. Okay, you can bring that out to the side. You could just bring your hand out to the side and balance on the two corners, absolutely. As you take the leg up, breathe out, engage with the core, breathing into lower. Breathing out, navel back to the spine, breathe into lower. Breathing out, belly pulls back as you lift, into lower. Breathing out to lift the leg, breathing into lower. So lifting the leg, pressing onto the circle. And again, breathing out as you press, breathing into release. And again, what we find here, we're destabilizing the body slightly. Breathing out, pressing down, engaging as you lift the leg. Breathe into lower. Breathing out, press down to lift. Into lower. Breathing out, keeping the rest of the body really stable. Breathing out to lift. Into lower. Breathing out, press to lift. And lower. Breathing out, press and lift. And lower. One more time. And relax. Alright, just pop the circle down for a moment. Come back on up. Pushing your hands forwards, just going to loosen off the shoulders. As you breathe out, peel one arm back. Look back towards the hand. And then draw it all the way back and over. Changing hands. Breathing out as you peel back. Look back towards the hand. Breathing in to bring it back and over. Breathing out to peel the arm back. Breathing in to bring it back and over. Breathing out to peel the arm back. Breathing in back and over. Two more there. Breathing out, peeling back. Breathing in to bring it over. One more time. Breathing out, peel it back. And breathing in. Just releasing your arms down. Okay, so I'm going to come down onto your forearms. Have the elbows beneath your shoulders, going to come out into your plank here. So as always, feel free to do as much as you need to. You can remain on the knees today if you wish, coming forwards into your forearms, or if you're okay with it, curl the toes and lock into your leg line. Looking slightly beyond your fingers here. Take a deep breath in and a strong breath out. Breathing in, feel the core connection on your out breath. In, out 3. In, out 4. In, out 5. In, out 6. In, out 7. In, out 8. In, out 9. In, out 10. In, out 11. In, out 12. In, out 13. In, out 14. In, out 15. In, out 16. In, out 17. In, out 18. In, out 19. And in, out 20. And then just lower yourself all the way back down upon the floor. Okay, now I'm just going to pop the circle over my back body. Have the handles in alignment with your body. Now, option with this next one for breaststroke is to lift the circle off the back body as we rise the upper body. So this is going to work up into the triceps. Okay, just remembering when we do that, if we do that, that we want to push downwards and not to try and lift the circle too high. Okay, push down rather than height. So forehead dropped in, relax the buttocks. As you breathe in, let's roll back and down with both shoulders. As you breathe out, let's engage with your core, lifting and hovering. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to low. Just doing a couple without the circle, just getting the shoulders loosened off. Breathing in, rolling back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as you lower. So this time, breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. And breathing out, if you'd like to, lift the circle off the back body and send it downwards towards the back of your knees. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower. And if you don't have a circle, then you could use a band. Breathing in, rolling back and down with those shoulders. Breathing out to lift the circle off your back body. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower, shoulders dropping down. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out, out, engaging with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, let's lower, letting the shoulders fall back forwards. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, let's lower, let the shoulders drop forwards. Couple more times, breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, lowering your shoulders back. One more time, breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in, and then breathing out to slowly lower your body all the way back. And then just taking the circle away, gently press your body back up onto your hands and your knees. And we just come up into your exaggerated cat stretch. So my fingers are just off the side edges of my mat. And I'm up onto the fingertips as I draw down through the middle, elbows widen. And then as we come up through the center, taking that extra high lift up through the shoulders and the back. As we come down, elbows are widening, heart comes down through the middle. As we come up, we're taking that extra high lift up through the back. And again, let's come on down, elbows widen. Let's come on up, lifting through the shoulders and the back. One more time, let's take it on down. And let's draw it all the way back on up. And then we'll sit it back and get ready to come round to a seated position. Now as we roll backwards, option to use a circle. Now I wouldn't like to say that it makes it any harder or any easier, it just adds a different focus. So I'm going to be holding the circle out in front of the body. Again, you can do the same thing with a band. So we take a deep breath in, and as we breathe out, gently tucking back through and under with the tailbone as we curve the lumbar spine. Breathing in, and then breathing out and engaging with your core, sitting up nice and tall. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, connecting with your core as you gently roll back. Breathing in, and then again, really connect through the core center as you come back up. Deep breath in, keeping the shoulders relaxed. As you breathe out, maybe we go back a little bit deeper, if you want to the ground. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with your core, and sitting the body all the way back up. Again, deep breath in, very slowly, taking your body back. Remember, it doesn't have to be that you get to the floor. Listening to your body as you come back up, engaging and pulling up, and gently sitting your body back up. Deep breath in, as you breathe out, curving back through the spine, breathing in, and then engaging the core, sitting the body up lovely and tall, right on top of your sit bones. Couple more times, deep breath in, breathing out, taking the body back a little, breathing in, breathing out, coming all the way back on up, sitting up tall. Last one, breathe in, breathing out, slowly taking the body back, breathe in, breathing out, all the way back on up. All right, relax it down. All right, now I'm going to come around onto your side. I'm going to work with the circle, so I'm going to put one leg inside and one leg on top. Again, if you don't have a circle, you could do these same exercises, but you just wouldn't have the circle, okay? You could still do the same thing. All right, so we're lengthening all the way up and along the floor. And then when you're ready, we're going to press down on top of the circle, pushing downwards, and then releasing back up. As you press downwards, breathe out, engage the core, breathing in to release. So breathing out, giving a little resistance, breathing in to release. more time. Breathing out to press, release. Now lifting the bottom leg upwards, breathing out, breathing into lower. Breathing out to lift the bottom leg, into lower. Engaging with your core, into lower. Breathing out to press, into lower. Breathing out to lift and lower. One more time. And let's bring the top leg inside of the circle. And we're going to resist and push up on the inside. Breathing out, resist. Breathe in, lower. Now you're only going to get a small amount of stretch. But I want you to feel the muscles working in that resistance all the way along the side, coming up into the hip. But again, coming up into the side of the knee. Really an important little area there. Keeping the muscles strong. We do a lot on the quads. We do a lot of stretch on the hamstrings. Again, getting around to these muscles along the side of your legs, really important too. Last one, breathing out. Breathing in. We're going to do another set. Now, if your balance is okay, take away your hand support. So you're breathing out as you press. Breathing into lower. Breathing out to squeeze, into lower. And again, breathing out to squeeze, into release. Breathing out to press down. Release it up. One more time. Breathing out to press down. And release it up. Then the bottom leg coming up inside. Breathing out, lift and lower. Breathing out, draw the leg up and lower. Breathing out to press and lower. Breathing out, lift and lower. One more time. Okay, then bring the top leg inside again and breathing out, resist. Breathe into lower. Breathing out, resist, push away. Into lower. Breathing out, press and lower. Two more there. Breathing out to press and lower. One more. And relax it down. Okay, take away the circle and then just bring the top leg in for a quad stretch here. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, maybe squeeze the back side and draw the hip forwards if you want a little bit more energy on that stretch. And then relax. And coming up onto your forearm, we're going to get ready to come up into your side bend. So knees tucking in. As we come up to bend, breathing out, reaching up past your ear and breathing into lower. As you come up, breathe out. Let's pull up through the waist beneath you, stretching it over and lower. And by all means, stay on the elbow and the knees today, or coming up onto the hand, coming up onto the foot, knees and chest opening. And then if you're ready to, pressing it up, reaching it over, breathing in. Main thing here though, really focus on the movement of the arcing of your spine as you go over. So really again, feel that lengthening coming up, breathing out as you reach it over, breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out to reaching out of your waist, breathing in as you lower. All right, one more time, breathing out as you lift, and breathing in as you lower. All right, let's come on round to the other side, and let's just pop down the circle. Let's place one leg inside, place the other leg on top, and then taking the body all the way out and along the floor, resting your head along your arm. And then getting ready, breathing out to press down on top of the circle, breathing in to release. Breathing out to squeeze and press down, breathing in to release. And again, lock into the core. Breathe out, press and release. Breathing out, resist, release. One more time. Breathing out to push down, resist into the circle and release. Then bringing the bottom leg upwards and lower. Keeping that leg lovely and straight. Breathing out, lift and lower. Breathing out to press and lower. Breathing out, lift the leg up and lower. One more time. And then let's secure the foot inside. Bring the top leg inside the circle. And then breathing out, resist on the inside. Breathe into lower. So really resist, push away and lower. Breathing out, resist and push and lower. Breathing out to resist and lower. One more time. Breathing out to press and lower. Bring the top leg on top. If your balance is going well today, take away your hand support. Breathing out to press down. Breathing in, release away. Breathing out, squeeze. Breathing in to release. And again, breathing out, engage the core. Breathing in. Breathing out to press. And release. One more time. Okay, then the bottom leg coming upwards. Breathing out, pull up. Breathing into lower. Breathing out, point the toes, pull the leg up. Breathing out, engage the core. Into lower. Breathing out to lift and lower. One more time. And lower. Then let's bring that top leg inside. And let's breathe out to press upon the inside of the circle and lower. Breathing out, really stretch as far as you can and lower. Really push, resist and lower. Breathing out, press and lower. One more time. Breathing out, give a good press and lower. All right, take the circle away. Bring your heel in towards you. Nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, let's draw the knee back, tilt the pelvis forwards a little. And then release. Alright, let's bring the body back on up onto your elbow. Tucking your knees forwards of your body. And then when you're ready, breathing out, we're going to reach up past your ear. Breathing in as you lower. And again, keeping your gaze forwards, lift and lower. Then if you're going up onto your hand, place the hand and the foot on line here. Then as you go up, breathing out, draw the hips a little forwards. Breathing in as you lower. And again, breathing out, lifting up through your waist and lower. Breathing out, engaging with your core, reach it over and lower. And again, breathing out to stretch and lower. Good, last couple. Breathing out to lift and lower. One more time. And then coming all the way back down. Take a seat. And let's just bring in the right leg towards the inside of your left. So stretching through all those muscles that we've just been working out. Take your right arm across towards your left leg, be it the knee, the shin, the ankle, or your foot. You've got your knee opening up, stretching the inner thigh muscles. We've got the stretch coming along the back body, where we're working into the side bend. And we've got, of course, the hamstring stretching on that leg that's forwards. And let's body all the way back on up. Alright, let's come along onto your back. We're going to work up into your 100 next. So if you'd like to take yourself nice and slowly down. And then just ground your feet. Give a little bit of a release into your lower back. Settle into neutral. So if you'd like to use a block or a cushion behind your head, place that in. You can keep your feet on the floor if you would prefer, or you can bring your legs upwards. You can straighten the legs to make it harder. And if you're coming up with your head, neck and shoulders, keep a little bit of a space between your chin and your chest. And if you feel good to, maybe take the hand support away. Now if we can really come in with a deep breath, in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. So breathing in for about a count of 4, breathing out for a little bit longer if you can, for a count of 6. Keeping the shoulders down from your ears. And every time you breathe out, really pull up into the core center. And we're going with 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 3, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 66, 7, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bring your body down and just let your tiptoes come to the floor. And if we can take the arms all the way out and along the ground. And then just gently letting your knees rock from one side to the other. Just give a little release here into the lower back. Also works on a little bit of rotation, which is really good for us for our waist, for our digestion. Okay, gives the intestine a little bit of a massage. If you would like a little bit more intensity, pick the feet up and then take the knees over. If you can, we're keeping the knees together. But again, see how it is for you. Breathing out to take the knees across. Breathing in to come back up. Alright, now we're going to come back. When you've done an equal amount on both sides, re-land your feet. Be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. Now coming up into your shoulder bridge, and I'm going to work today as an option into alternating hip lifts. So taking a deep breath in to prepare, and as you breathe out, imprint your spine, peel the back away from the ground, come on up to your shoulders. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lower your back all the way down, vertebrae after vertebrae. Again, deep breath in, breathing out, imprint the spine. Try not to clench your buttocks as you lift your hips. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lower your back down. Again, vertebrae after vertebrae. Deep breath in, breathing out to ripple through your spine, lifting your hips. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lower, trying to get every single part of your back up and down from the ground. This time, breathing out as you lift, engaging with the core. If you'd like to, stay in your lifted position and then let one hip bone come slightly higher than the other. Breathe into lower and change. Breathing out, lifting the other hip bone slightly higher. Breathe into lower. And as you lift the hip bone, really connecting into the core center, into lower. Breathing out to lift, into lower. Breathing out, lift the hip bone, into lower. Again, if you can do this without clenching the buttocks, amazing. Breathing out, lift and lower. Breathing out, let's lift and lower. Breathing out, squeeze to lift and lower. 2 more if you can. And lower. Then take a breath in. Breathing out, lowering your back all the way down. Now just coming in for another hamstring stretch. So I'm going to use my circle. I'm going to put my foot inside of the circle. Again, if you don't have a circle, you could use your band. And just gently easing the leg in. The other leg can be either up or down, whatever feels good for you. And again, if you've got a lot of tightness behind the knee, feel free to bend the knee slightly. And then take the leg just to come slightly open to the side. Bring the leg back up, and we're going to go just slightly across the body. Bring it back to the middle, changing legs. Let's ease the leg in towards you. Let's take the leg just slightly out to the side. And then bring the leg back up, just coming slightly across the body. Away. Gently bring yourself back on up to seated, and we have a little rotation work to come in. So we're going to sit up tall this time. You can have your legs out in front of you, or you can come into cross-legged if that's okay. I'm going to be putting my hands upon the inside of the circle, so I'm going to be resisting back. Again, don't feel that you have to use a circle. You can just have one hand on top of the other like we've been doing. So as I take my circle away, I'm going to look to the top section of it. As you breathe out, gently rotating, and just trying to be careful to keep the circle and the body together. And then breathing in as we come back. Breathing out, rotate the other way. And breathing in to draw back. So breathing out, taking a little rotation. Breathing in to draw back. And again, breathing out, that little rotation. Really use your core. Breathing in. So we're using our back strength. We're using our core strength. We're using our postural muscles here. Breathing out as we rotate. Breathing in to draw back. Breathing out to rotate. Breathing in. Now you can either keep going with this, or if you'd like to change it up to adding in the little bow over. We breathe in to turn, then breathe out to take a little bow over the Breathing out, engaging the core to the middle. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out, little bow over the knee. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out back to the middle. And one more option today. My fingers going up by my temples. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out to take a little bow over the leg. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out, engaging the core to the middle. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out, little bow over the leg. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out back to the middle. Last set coming up. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out, little bow over the leg. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out, engaging the core. Again, breathe into. Breathing out, bowing over the leg. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out back to the middle, letting your arms down. Good. All right, now coming into a little twist. So if we take the right leg over your left, tap the left leg beneath, and then draw across your left arm to your right knee. Looking over your shoulder, lengthening through your spine. Gently release. Let's swap the legs over. Take the left leg over. Right leg beneath if that feels good. And bring your right shoulder into your left knee. Gently back round. Now we can either sit cross-legged for the next one, or you could kneel. I'm going to clasp the fingers up together and raise them high. So I'm going to go into again a little rotation, breathing out as you turn, breathing in to come back. Again, breathing out to turn, breathing in back. Now drop your right elbow downwards to the side of your body, so the hands come to the side of your face, and then draw it back up. And again, drop the left elbow, and drawing back up. Let's rotate again, breathing out. This might be a bit interesting. Breathing in, come back. This is a thoracic area of your back working. Breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Drop an elbow down. Breathing in to come back. Breathing out. Drop an elbow down. Breathing in back. One more set. Breathing out as we turn. Breathing in back. Breathing out to turn. Breathing in back, breathing out, one elbow coming back, breathing in, breathing out, one elbow coming back, breathe in, bring it on forwards, and just take your right arm across your left arm beneath. This should be a bit shoulders and your chest, and just dropping your gaze forwards. And then bring your head to one side of your collarbone. And to the middle. And then to the other side of your collarbone. And back to the middle. Raising your head up high. And let's draw one ear down towards one shoulder. And then slowly to the other side. Coming on up, and we'll bring the arms to come forwards here. Take a breath in as you draw up high. Breathing out, open it softly back and down. And again, let's bring the arms to come forwards. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out to open it back. One more time, let's bring the arms forwards. Breathe